Not only those watching on NBA Futurecast, but also those listening on the radio in Idaho on 63 KIDO. And of course, we welcome all those watching on fanhouse.com. Very important game. Neville and Dabbert will jump it up. On your screen, the Flash heading to the left, the Stampede heading to your right, and it will be the Stampede winning it. And Barrett will man the point guard position. There's Carl. Gets a touch early. Back to Barrett. Barrett near side out to Allred. Top of the key. No, down in the corner. And a three ball, no good. And Neville with the board. That was Donnell Taylor taking his first shot of the game and the first shot for either team. Green. Far side of your screen around to Neville. Neville top of the key. Davis. Jumper, no good. Short rebound to Taylor. Taylor brings it up for the Stampede. Taylor, 8th leading scorer in the D-League, dishes it off inside low to Allred, and Allred gets the first 2 points of the game. An easy deuce for Lance Allred out of Weber State. 2-0 in favor of the Stampede. Andre Ingram, 2010 NBA D-League three-point shooting champion. Top of the key to Neville. Neville looking for Kruger. Kruger takes it. Couple feet beyond the three-point arc, dribbling in. Neville's there in the key, jumper, a little baby hook, no good, too strong. Allred with the rebound. Kobe Carl coming the other way. Carl finds Taylor, swinging it to the near side corner. Barrett now down to out to Carl. Carl for three, no good, too strong, and Neville with the second rebound of the game. Zorian Green fires from downtown, short, and Barrett, the little fellow, with the rebound. Andre Barrett, 5'10", 175 pounds, out of Seton Hall. Will take it left hand, up with the right, and good. 4-0 now in favor of the Stampede. Barrett started from the right side, top of the key, and crossed through the lane to the left side, knocking it down with his right hand. Now Andre Ingram, near side of your screen, far side of the court from the scores table. Green looking down low to Neville. Neville, no. Ingram, top of the key, driving, left hand up, no good, short, and Allred with the rebound. Looking ahead, Allred gets it down low but can't control it. It was tipped by Bennet Davis and through the hands of Lance Allred. It was Joe Dabbert getting the board on the other side of the court, not Lance Allred. So Kruger, near side, down low to Bennet Davis. Pump fake, now goes up with it, and swish. Flash on the board thanks to Bennet Davis. Now 4-2, a couple minutes in. Almost a steal by Davis and a foul as he takes out Kobe Carl and knocks him into the Idaho Stampede bench. 9:32 to go here in the first. Stampede leads at 4-2. A basket by Allred and a basket by Andre Barrett accounts for the 4 for the Stampede, and then a basket for Bennet Davis. A baseline jumper is the 2 for the Utah Flash, excuse me. Dabbert misses the jumper, out to Taylor, and short on that. Orion Green will let it go out of bounds, excuse me, and it'll be Utah Flash basketball. So it's an offensive rebound there by the Idaho Stampede, and then Taylor threw up a three, but it was short. Bennet Davis back. Orion Green in the lane. Nice scoop shot and in as he spun back towards the baseline and gets it to go, tying things up at 4. Barrett driving on Kruger. Dish to Dabbert, and Dabbert finishes easily by himself in the lane. Now Utah Flash quickly back the other way. Orion Green near side. Driving baseline. Up and just strong, but he gets his own rebound and puts it back in. Orion Green just skimmed off of the far side rim, and no one was there but him. Got his own rebound and put it back to tie things up at 6. 8:32 to go here in the first. Taylor driving near side, stolen away by Bennet Davis. Pass was intended for Lance Allred. Davis up, scoop shot, finger roll, and good. That gives the Flash the 8-6 lead. 8 minutes to go now in the first period. Barrett to Carl, far side. Near side of your screen. Gets a screen from Dabbert. Then another screen from Dabbert. Up to the top key, Allred swings it over to Taylor, left side. Taylor driving, up, no good. Contact, but no foul. Neville and Dabbert battling for the rebound. It'll be Idaho Stampede basketball. As I mentioned earlier, Reno won their game against the LA Defenders 117-100, that game in LA. Allred jumper from the corner as the shot clock expires. No. Couple Stampede players fight for the board. It's Kevin Kruger coming the other way. Dishes back to Green. Green up left hand and good. Over the outstretched Lance Allred. And that gives the Flash the 4-point edge, 10-6. Andre Barrett, Taylor, Carl in the corner. 3-ball up. Good swish from Kobe Carl. That cuts it to 1. Very fast-paced game here early. 4.5 minutes in. 10-9 in favor of the Utah Flash. Kruger setting up the play. Davis posting up. It's on Lance Allred. Pump fakes twice. Dribbles. Shot on the block and good. Off the back rim and in. Bennet Davis having himself a nice game here so far, giving the Flash a 3-point edge. Andre Barrett, top of the key, gets a screen from Allred. That goes back. Good defense by Kruger. Barrett almost tipped away by Davis. Allred controls, tipped away and stolen by Orion Green, and then he loses it out of bounds right near the midcourt line, and it'll be Idaho Stampede basketball. Good hustle and defense here by the Utah Flash early. Very active, quick hands. Andre Barrett bringing it up for the Stampede, working on Kruger. Carl comes around a screen, wide open 3 at the top of the key, no good off right. Luke Neville, 3rd rebound of the game. Kruger coming the other way, 2 on 4, takes it himself, up, no good, too strong, and Kobe Carl with the board. Carl finds Barrett. Barrett has some room, little floater, and good. Barrett makes it a 1-point game, 12-11 in favor of the Flash, and quickly back the other way. Here comes Kevin Kruger and the Utah Flash. Kruger gets it back from Ingram. Ingram, top of the key to Davis. Neville jumper and knocks it down. Nothing but net. Luke Neville, good-looking jumper from about the women's 3-point line, women's NCAA 3-point line. Makes it back to a 3-point game. Carl, top of the key. Finds Allred jumper. Too strong. Orion Green with the rebound. We'll get a foul coming. And it's going to be on Dabbert. Joe Dabbert with the personal foul. And we'll have a timeout called by the Utah Flash. So we'll take a break, 90-second break, and be back. Right now, Utah Flash lead at 14-11 here on the NBA Futurecast.
The defense is not back, Mo.
Hey, just get our energy going at the defensive end.
We playing defense.
We're trying to rebound. We're trying to protect the paint.
Let's do it with defense.
No. Stop the ball.
Let's get into it.
Defense.
Let's go get 2 stops against a win.
The defense is not back, Mo.
Whether you're here on business, for pleasure, or have family coming to town, the Meridian Hospitality Group has you covered. Choose the Comfort Suites in Boise, Mr. Sandman Inn and Suites in Meridian, the Sleep Inn in Nampa, or Caldwell's Finest, the Best Western Inn and Suites. Each hotel offers premium amenities from family-friendly pool areas, meeting rooms, and banquet facilities for weddings, reunions, or corporate retreats. Plus a complimentary hot breakfast every morning and fresh home-baked cookies every afternoon. Our friendly staff will ensure that you have an exceptional lodging experience.
Making a return trip to the NBA is point guard Will Conroy, who becomes the 17th Gatorade call-up of the season. He's been signed by the Houston Rockets for the 2nd time in the past month. Conroy had been playing for their D-League affiliate, the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Last week, he was named the D-League Performer of the Week, earning that honor for a league record 5th time.
How about that? Unbelievable.
To the McKay Event Center here in Orem, Utah, and just to give you guys a heads up, be sure to visit NBADLeagueStore.com to grab all your Utah Flash or Idaho Stampede gear. You can also get D-League gear as well as all the other D-League teams. Special promotion, NBADLeagueStore.com is offering 25% off of your total order now through April 3rd. Be sure to show your support. Grab a Utah Flash or Idaho Stampede t-shirt or jersey and show up at the ball games. Back in action here, Kevin Kruger will bring it up for the Flash, leading by 3, 14-11 in favor of the Flash. Orion Green, far side, near side of your screen. Bennet Davis, baseline again, looking for the jumper. He jumps it, too strong. Ingram taps it to Green. Green offensive rebound up and good. Orion Green, his second chance basket up ahead. Flash late getting back, but they tip it out of Joe Dabbert's hands and off of his knee. Good defensive play and hustle there by Andre Ingram. Flash with a 5-point lead, 16-11. Green. Left side, Bennet Davis cutting backdoor and through the middle of the lane. 2 for Bennet Davis. Kobe Carl baseline up, reverse. Tipped around and taken down by Hamilton. Hamilton now just checking in the game. It was Kruger looking for him down the lane, but stolen away by Taylor and now poked away by Green. Idaho Stampede ball underneath their own basket. Another sub coming in. This one for the Idaho Stampede. It is going to be Milden Ambrace, number 22.
Hey, over the top, Kevin.
He checks in for Donnell Taylor. It was Luke Neville checking out at the timeout. Allred down the lane, blocking foul and 1. He gets the little baby right-handed hook to go, and he'll go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play. Foul is on Orion Green, his second team foul. Allred a chance to cut it to 4. Right now 18-13 in favor of the Utah Flash. Free throw up and swish. 4-point ball game, 4:51 to go here in the first quarter. Kruger brings the ball up for the Flash. Andre Ingram near side. Ingram back to Kruger. Ingram in the corner, now back to Kruger. Kruger top of the key, gets a screen from Hamilton. Goes down to the corner. Finds Bennet Davis from 3. No, short. Tipped up by Hamilton, no good. Hamilton, another offensive rebound, rejected by Allred. And Barrett comes out with it, but then stolen by Green on the pass to Kobe Carl. Kobe Carl gets it right back, feeds it to Lance Allred, and Allred puts it in for 2. A crazy play there that saw 2 offensive rebounds by Hamilton, a steal, another steal, and then finally a basket by Lance Allred, making it a 2-point game with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Hamilton, the diagonal, looking for Green, cutting across the lane, tipped up and out of bounds. Utah Flash ball. Gabe Pruitt checking in for Andre Ingram. And for the Idaho Stampede, it's Bryson McKenzie out of Northern Illinois checking in for Joe Dabbert. Kruger, quick shot, and knocks it down. A 3-point basket by Kevin Kruger. That makes it a 5-point game. Barrett goes baseline, reverse up, and no, it just rolls out. It was halfway down, and Bennet Davis there to control the rebound. Davis gives it back to Kruger after he crosses the half-court line. Jordan Brady from Utah Valley University set to check in for the Flash. Kruger dishes it off to Davis. Davis underneath to Hamilton. Hamilton pumps fakes, tries to give it back to Davis, but fumbled away, and Kobe Carl comes out with the loose ball. Carl down low to Allred. Allred spins. There's Ambrace, top of the key, can't control, and gets it back out to Barrett. Now across to Carl. They'll reset, go down low to McKenzie. McKenzie, pass swatted away by Green and out of bounds. Idaho Stampede basketball underneath their own basket. Jordan Brady checks in for Kevin Kruger, and Luke Neville quickly to the scorer's table. He'll check in for Bennet Davis. Davis, very nice game so far. He's got 8 points to lead both teams in scoring. Allred gets it. Carl, top of the key, fires it at the shot clock and just draws rim. McKenzie offensive board up, no good. Tip in by Ambrace, and more offensive rebounding. Both teams have done a pretty good job so far. 2 offensive rebounds there for the Stampede. 2 offensive rebounds on the previous possession by the Flash. Gabe Pruitt, right in front of his bench. Out to Hamilton, top of the key. Pruitt backdoor, no one there, and he puts it in for 2. And by no one there, I mean no defender there. Gabe Pruitt was there, grabbed it, and put it in, extending that lead back to 5. Barrett drives. Looked for Carl, stolen by Green. Green up ahead to Hamilton. Hamilton loses control but gets it back and puts it in. And extends that lead to a game-high 7. 25-18 in favor of the Utah Flash. Barrett brings it up slowly for the Stampede. Finds Carl coming off of an all-red screen. Allred looking down low to McKenzie. McKenzie drives on Neville, stolen by Green. The pass out to Carl. Green out to Brady. Brady drives, fouled on the way up and loses it. And he will have 2 free throws as we come out of the timeout. So Utah Flash on a little bit of a run here. A 4-0 run to be exact. They lead at 25-18. NBA D-League action here on the NBA Futurecast.
The Utah Jazz have signed Otheus Jeffers, making him the 20th Gatorade call-up of the season.
Now Otheus Jeffers. Jeffers has it poked away. He recovers it. 10 on the shot clock. Spins at the baseline and jams it down.
Jeffers is a 6'5" swingman who had been playing for the Iowa Energy, where he averaged 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals.
Stolen away. Gunter had it picked by Jeffers with the lay-in. Mark now ducks to the lane. Kick out Otheus Jeffers. Long 3. Got it. The big whopper hits another one.
Jeffers fade away. Hits the 5-footer.
He was the 2009 D-League Rookie of the Year and a 2009 D-League All-Star.
Here is Jeffers from 20 feet. He hits over Aminu.
Here's Blake to Roy. This is for the win.
It can happen at any time, any night,
At the buzzer. Oh, Wade nails it.
any team.
Gets it into Harris. 40 is 5. Harris scores.
It has a flair for the dramatic.
Parker, one more shot. It's good. Oh, Cody Parker.
It's a play that takes the words right out of your mouth.
For the win. Yes.
Except for one.
At the buzzer.
The Utah Flash leading at 25-18. You can see fans enjoying the game. If you'd like to get out to an NBA D-League, get some tickets by calling 1-800-434-HOOP. You can also get tickets to your favorite NBA D-League team by checking out NBA D-League or NBA.com/D-League to get tickets to Utah Flash, Idaho Stampede, any D-League team. Very exciting game so far. A good one here in the McKay Event Center in Orem, Utah. Utah Flash up 25-18, a minute 46 to go in the first quarter. Flash currently on a 4-0 run, and Jordan Brady at the line. Very familiar with this arena as he played here in college at Utah Valley University. He's at the line shooting 2, a chance to give the Flash a 9-point lead. Knocks down the first as it rattles around the rim. Right now it's Orion Green and Bennet Davis leading the way for the Utah Flash with 8 points apiece. Brady front rims the second one and misses, so just an 8-point lead for the Flash. Hurdle now in for the Idaho Stampede. That's the only sub for them as Carl drops in a deep 2 and cuts it 26-20. Orion Green bringing it up for the Flash as Kevin Kruger is out. Same 5 that headed it into the timeout. Same coming out as Orion Green knocks down a deep 2 to get it back out to 8. Minute 12 to go here in the first quarter. Lance Hurdle, 6'1", 185-pound guard, gets it to Carl. Back to Hurdle. Hurdle pump fakes, drives, fouled. Too strong off the glass, and he will shoot 2. 2 shots coming for Lance Hurdle, excuse me. Lance Allred is a big fella. He's on the bench right now. Bryson McKenzie manning the center position for the Stampede currently. Hurdle lines up for his first, trying to cut into the Idaho Stampede 8-point deficit. Knocks down the first, 28-21. 1:03 to go here in the first quarter. On the floor for the Stampede, it is Ogunye, just checking in recently, as well as Carl, Hurdle, McKenzie, and Ambrace. For the Flash, Gabe Pruitt bringing the ball up. Neville, Hamilton, Brady, and Green Green, the D-League leader in assists, gets it poked away but recovered by Hamilton. Hamilton back out to Green near midcourt. Green gets a screen from Hamilton, driving down the lane, shot up no good but fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. 43 seconds to go here in the first. Green already has 8, a chance to make it 9, no good off the back rim. And a second chance to give himself 9. He's 4 for 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from, or excuse me, he's got 10 now with that last jumper. He is 5 of 7 from the field, 0 of 1 from downtown, and now 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He has 11. 40 seconds to go. Carl gets a handoff from Hurdle, coming around to his left. Looking for a screen, gives it back to Hurdle. Hurdle back to Carl. Carl pump fakes, drives around, dishes to McKenzie, stolen away, and a loose ball foul on Bryson McKenzie. Orion Green, another steal or another takeaway. I believe that's his 3rd steal of the game. It is. 3 steals already for Orion Green, averages just over 2.5 a game, leading everybody in the NBA D-League. He'll have free throws to try and extend the current 7-point lead and add to his total of 11. Off the back rim, no good. Still 29-22. Now just 1 of 3 from the free throw line is Green. Green also has 4 assists and 2 rebounds. Misses the second one, and he's now just 1 of 4 from the line. Hurdle grabbed the rebound and is now just across half court, bringing it up for the Stampede. About a second or less difference between the shot clock and game clock, so they will hold for the last shot. 29-22 in favor of the Utah Flash. Hurdle, now 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. 4, 3, drives left-handed, stops, pops, just short, and that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. So we head into the second quarter. The Utah Flash with a 7-point lead, leading 29-22. You're watching NBA D-League here on the NBA Futurecast.
On top of the game, takes it to the paint. Floater from 5 is good.
We're have the intent to sign Sunday out of games. Tell you, welcome to the Jazz. Congratulations to you.
Was in the D-League, and the D-League is supposed to bring you to the NBA. That's what it did for Gaines.
Now to 2, now to 1. It's Gaines. Yes! The Jazz on a game-winning shot by the rookie Sunday Gaines.
Hi, I'm Dan Reed, president of the NBA Development League. And by now you've probably heard me mention that 20% of players on last season's NBA rosters came from the NBA Development League. Let's see how our alums are doing this year in the NBA.
Blocked by Anderson. The Birdman's flying. Sessions to the hole.
Big 3 buckets from Azubuike.
Well, the Utah Flash leading at 29-22 here in the McKay Event Center in Orem, Utah. I'm Drew Dowling, and like to remind you that this copyrighted telecast of NBA Development League LLC may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA Development League LLC. There you see the Flash Fox getting the fans involved. Like to give a shout out to Matt Gittins. He's up in Idaho now, Pocatello. And I was told he is intently watching our broadcast here as the Utah Flash up by 7, 29-22. And the second quarter now underway. Utah Flash basketball. Also, of course, like to recognize our fans from fanhouse.com and 63 KIDO up in Utah. Neville gets fouled underneath, shooting. He will shoot 2. With a chance to give the Utah Flash a 9-point edge. Orion Green unable to capitalize. Last time he was at the line, a chance to give the Flash the 9-point lead, so now it'll be Luke Neville's turn. Substitution for the Idaho Stampede. Joe Dabber checking in for Bryson McKenzie. See McKenzie there heading to the bench. McKenzie listed at 6'10", 230 pounds out of Northern Illinois. As Luke Neville, front rim, back rim, good. 8-point lead now for the Utah Flash. Joe Dabbert listed at 6'10", 255 out of Creighton. So both guys about the same height, but Dabbert with about 25 pounds on Bryson McKenzie. Hurdle driving left hand, fouled by Neville. That was a quick transition there off of the missed free throw. And he will go to the line with a chance for 2. Utah Flash now struggling from the free throw line. They are 3 of 8 from the free throw line. Idaho Stampede, 3 of 3, make it 4 of 4. Now a 7-point difference between the two teams. Yemi Ogunye still in the ballgame. Donnell Taylor checking back in for the Stampede. Joe Dabbert and Lance Hurdle knocking it down, as well as Milden Ambrace. That's the 5 on the court for the Stampede as they trail by 6. Kevin Kruger, Gabe Pruitt, Jordan Brady, Luke Neville, and Brian Hamilton in the ball game for the Flash. Hamilton top of the key, wide open. Gabe Pruitt cutting across the lane, jumper no good. Rebound to the Idaho Stampede and Yemi Ogunye. Wide open Donnell Taylor in the corner, splash, and that cuts the deficit to just 3, 30-27 in favor of the Utah Flash. Brady in the corner, now down on the left block to Neville. Working on Dabbert, left-hand hook shot, good, and that gets the lead back to 5. 32-27, just over a minute played here in the second quarter. In a very exciting, fast-paced game between these two D-League teams fighting for the final playoff spot. Taylor coming to the middle, driving in the lane, right hand up, just over the outstretched hand of Luke Neville, and good. Back to a 3-point game. Some minor full court press by the Stampede and quickly backed off after the ball into Kruger. Now Pruitt, left side. Brady, left side corner. And back out to Pruitt at the diagonal 3-point line. Pruitt splits the defenders up, contact, and good with the left hand. Back out to a 5-point game. 2 minutes in, Taylor quickly the other way, gets it in the corner, fires it across the court. Ambrace for 3, no strong. Brady corrals the rebound for the Flash, battling with Dabbert. Long alley-oop pass to Hamilton, and he finishes with the layup off glass for the Flash, taking the 7-point lead. 36-29, 2.5 down in this second quarter. Ogunye over to Taylor, right side corner, floats it over Neville, and Brady comes down with the shot that was short. Kruger coming the other way. Pruitt, corner, 3, no good. Neville tipping it around, out to Kruger. Gets the long rebound, fires from downtown, and knocks it down, extending the Flash lead to its 10-point lead, the biggest of the game for the Flash. Hurdle brings it up the other way. Here comes Taylor. Taylor very quiet so far tonight. He's got 0 points. Taylor driving inside, up, and good. Excuse me, now that's his second basket. He's got 4. Quickly the other way, Pruitt up, fouled, going to the basket, and he will shoot 2. He had Brady, it was a 2-on-1. He had Jordan Brady on the other side, but decided to take it himself, and he'll have a chance to get that 10-point lead back with 8:48 to go here in the first half. Pruitt, you see, he's got the mouth guard tucked into his elbow thing, so not sure why he's got it. Maybe just forgot to put it in, but it's not doing him any good there. He knocks down the first free throw. His elbow sleeve with the elbow pad on it. 40-31 in favor of the Flash. Pruitt, second free throw up and good. Nothing but net. And back to a 10-point lead for the Flash. Lance Hurdle over to Donnell Taylor. Taylor looking down low, but swings it back around. Now in the hands of Hurdle. Hurdle jumper top of the key. Strong. Neville with another rebound. Here comes Kruger. Quickly the other way. 3.5 into the second quarter. Bennet Davis posting up on the right block. Spinning back baseline and rejected by Dabbert. Flash bench yelling for a foul. Here comes Taylor. Taylor penetrates, dishes out to Ambrace, and he knocks it down a deep 2. Comes Gabe Pruitt quickly back the other way, driving, and a foul. The shot was no good, just off the front of the rim. And Gabe Pruitt will have a chance to add 2 more to his total and 2 more to this 8-point lead for the Utah Flash. Gabe Pruitt just literally seconds ago knocked down 2 free throws. And he knocks down his 3rd free throw of the ballgame, first of this trip to the line. Gabe Pruitt now has 5 points on the night. Second of 2 is up and rattles around and in. I thought it was going to roll off the far side, but it drops for Gabe Pruitt and back to a 10-point lead. 43-33. Just under 8 minutes left in this first half. Hurdle, top of the key, driving on Davis. Finds Dabbert, but Dabbert loses it. Taylor gets it. Fires a jump shot off right, and an offensive rebound by Ambrace, put back in good. Ambrace's second offensive rebound and putback of the game. 8-point lead for the Flash. Pruitt in the corner. Luke Neville looked like he got pushed, no call. And Hurdle coming the other way. Ambrace, jumper. No good, but there's Taylor by himself for the offensive rebound on the other side of the basket and putback. Now a 6-point game. Pruitt stripped as he goes into the lane and gets it back. Kruger. Him and Pruitt right next to each other. Kruger controls, steps back out towards the midcourt line. On the near side of your screen. Left side of the court, drives into the lane, fakes out, now gets it to Brady. 3-pointer, switch. Jordan Brady now has 4. And it makes it a 9-point lead for the Utah Flash. Hurdle looking down low to Dabbert. Dabbert drives with the right into the lane, stripped. And here comes Kruger. They've got a 4-on-4. Pruitt drives left, up, just rolls in on the right side of the rim after bouncing off the backboard and in. Now an 11-point lead, the biggest of the game for the Flash, and the Stampede will call a timeout. So a run here by the Utah Flash, extending the lead to 11, now 48-37 in favor of the Utah Flash. You're watching NBA D-League here on the NBA Futurecast.
T-Mobile asks families, what do you want from a wireless company?
How about she can text all she wants and I don't go broke?
How about an unlimited plan that's not going to break the bank? Can you do that for me?
I'd like to not feel like I'm being robbed at gunpoint when I open our bill.
I can't do this and keep track of minutes. What?
Nope.
T-Mobile introduces unlimited family plans starting at just $79.99. Why pay more than twice as much with AT&T and Verizon? The coverage you need at the price you want.
It's on me to break you off quick. To rise up.
It's on me to be unbreakable.
To finish strong. To beat you more ways than one.
It's on me for my brotherhood.
Half the calories?
All the day.
Half the calories?
All the day.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Sting like a bee.
Half the calories, all the G. I know that's right.
Back here at the McKay Event Center in Orem, and a reminder for you, tune in to Versus this and every Saturday night for the D-League Game of the Week on Versus, presented by Papa John's. Watch as D-League dunk champion Dar Tucker leads the Los Angeles Defenders into Texas to take on Mike Harris, Will Conroy, and the rest of the Western Conference leading Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Versus is now available on DirecTV. Check out the future of the NBA today on Versus. Should be a good game there. The Flash split with the Defenders over this past weekend down in LA. And back into action, 6:20 to go here in the first half. Flash up by 11. Dabbert in the right corner knocks it down. Or excuse me, that's Allred. Allred making it a 9-point game, 48-39. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Kruger finds Orion Green down low, can't finish. And here come the Stampede the other way. Ambrace almost lost control. Kobe Carl gets hit by Green, no call. Wide open jumper, short. Offensive rebound, no putback. And Bennet Davis out to Kruger quickly the other way. Kruger, open three and short. Rebound to Ambrace. And he brings it up and gives it to Barrett after crossing the midcourt line. Andre Barrett looking down low to Allred, working on Neville. Allred spins, gives it back to Ambrace, goes into the lane, up and no good, but offensive rebound, tip no good. Another offensive rebound by Ambrace, and he's fouled. He's got 4 offensive rebounds already here in the first half. And Andre Ingram will check in for the Utah Flash. He'll check in for Luke Neville, and the Flash will go small with Kevin Kruger, Orion Green, Andre Ingram, Jordan Brady, and Bennet Davis. Kobe Carl, top of the key, driving to the left. Out, tipped away by Green, stolen. Fast break for Green by himself, up and jammed. Orion Green now with 13 points to lead the Flash to the 11-point lead. Andre Barrett quickly back the other way, up and under, past Kevin Kruger, and cuts it back down to 9. Orion Green, right side. Bennet Davis, the free throw line, no. Kobe Carl with the rebound. Carl lobs it over to Ambrace. Ambrace good with the layup. Just too much size there as he was beat up by Andre Ingram. And now just a 7-point game. 4.5 to go here in the first half. Andre Ingram. Right side diagonal, across. Kevin Kruger gets fouled, shooting a 3. Fouled by Andre Barrett, and Kevin Kruger to the line for 3 shots. Chance to extend the lead back out to 10. Not a good foul there by Andre Barrett as Kevin Kruger lines up his first with 4:20 to go here in the first half. Knocks it down. Now an 8-point lead for the Flash. Just 2 team fouls on the Flash. 14 fouls now on the Stampede. Kruger hits his second. They gave him 3 free throws. A couple guys were charging in. Maybe forgot that it was 3 free throws, or hoping that the refs would forget and changed it to 2. Third free throw up and good. 10-point lead for the Flash. 4:15 to go here in the first half. Kobe Carl gets a screen from Ogunye. Ogunye gets it to Bennett. Bennett thinking about the 3. Gets a screen from Allred, taking it. Allred, top of the key, jumper, strong, and off to the left. Good hustle there by Ambrace, but he was out of bounds before he touched the ball. Trying to save it, and it'll be Utah Flash ball. Jordan Brady will inbounds to Kevin Kruger. No pressure from the Stampede. Kruger signaling run the offense. Dribbling to his left, finds Orion Green on the left side diagonal. Green at 3-point arc, jumps it just inside the arc and in and out. Allred with the rebound. Here comes Andre Barrett. Dribbling into the lane, jump shot, good from Andre Barrett as he faded away towards the sideline, just on the low right block. Ingram in left corner gives it to Bennet Davis on the baseline. He swings around the lane and gets the little baby hook to go. Bennet Davis having himself quite the game, now has 10 points. Barrett driving into the lane, tipped away by Green. Allred to Ambrose. Ambrose gets it off glass and good. Milden Ambrose having quite the game. Green quickly back the other way up and good, plus the foul. A three-point play opportunity for Orion Green. 2:56 to go. There'll be a timeout on the floor. And a very fast-paced game sees the Utah Flash now back up by 10, 57-47. When we come back from the timeout, it'll be Orion Green at the line to try and complete the three-point play. You're watching in the NBA D-League here on the NBA FutureCast.
The season's latest Gatorade call-up is Reggie Williams, who is making the jump from the Sioux Falls Skyforce to the Golden State Warriors.
All the way to the jar goes Williams, and he puts her down.
One of this year's D-League All-Stars, Williams is the 16th player to get the call from the NBA this season. The 6'6" forward was third in the D-League in scoring, averaging 26 points a game, along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists.
Why is your transition from the D-League to the Warriors seem so seamless?
It's just the staff and my teammates. Coach Nelson puts a lot of confidence in me, lets me handle the ball, and just lets me play. And the minutes are key to help my confidence grow.
After being the leading scorer in the nation in college for 2 years, then not getting a chance in the NBA, playing in France, playing in the D-League, how hungry are you to be here tonight?
I'm very hungry. My goal was to get here, and now I'm just trying to stay in the league and, get wins. So, just trying to make that work for me right now.
Also stay in the game tonight. You have 3 fouls.
Brandon Roy is a tough cover. I mean, the all-star, and I'm just trying to stay with him, keep us ahead, and, pull out this victory, hopefully.
Back here in the McKay Event Center in Orem, Utah, the Utah Flash leading 57-47. And it will be Orion Green at the line to shoot one. Chance to complete attempt to complete his three-point play. He made a basket heading into the break on a transition basket and got fouled. And Orion Green leading the way right now for the Utah Flash with 15 points. 7-11 from the field, but he's just 1 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. He misses the free throw, but rebound by Bennet Davis. Up, pump fake, left hand good. Bennet Davis having himself quite the game now with 12 points, 6 of 11 from the field. Carl comes around a couple of screens, fires a 3, and just in and out. Offensive rebound by Ogunye. Carl gets it back, now back over to Barrett, left side. Barrett working on Kruger, jumps it, 2-pointer, good. Now back to 10 points. That Bennet Davis bucket a minute ago made it a 12-point game. That was the largest lead for the Flash so far. Bennet Davis, top of the key. Kruger, right side on the arc. Gets a screen. Green from downtown. No. Allred with the rebound. Green pokes it away, and Kruger recovers. Utah Flash quickly back with the ball. Bennet Davis driving, free throw line in, jump shot no good. Orion Green offensive board, left hand, just circles out. And Kobe Carl with the rebound. Chance to cut into that 10-point deficit. Inside to Allred, easy deuce with the left hand. And that cuts it to 8. Allred was cutting through the lane, and Kobe Carl rewarded the big fella for running the floor. And now it's 59-51 in favor of the Utah Flash. Orion Green, left side, gets a screen from Davis, driving across the lane, tipped out of bounds by Hurdle, and it'll be Utah Flash basketball. Orion Green will inbound it for the Flash. He's got Brian Hamilton back to Green. Fakes the three, drives baseline, fouled by Allred. And he will go to the line shooting 2. He missed the basket. And that may be a better defensive play for the Stampede, as right now Orion Green just 1 of 5 from the free throw line, really struggling. The key for Orion Green right now has been his defense as usual. He has 5 steals and 0 turnovers. He's second in the league in turnovers as he misses another free throw, now 1 of 6 from the free throw line. He's second in the league in turnovers at over 4 a game, and he's first in the league in steals. So those kind of balance each other out, but tonight, I would say in large part, or that's a large part why the Utah Flash are leading by 9 right now, 60-51, is because he has 5 steals and 0 turnovers. Barrett across the lane gets fouled on the shot, and he will shoot 2. Foul is on number 22, Brian Hamilton. 1:12 to go here in the second quarter. Utah Flash leading 60-51. Andre Barrett at the line, a chance to cut it to 7. Barrett short on the first one. Still a 9-point game. Very high-scoring game so far. Flash on pace for over 120 points. Second one is good by Barrett, and now it's 60-52 ball game. Some full court pressure by the Stampede. Kruger brings it up and breaks that full court press. Now a minute to go here in the second quarter. Ingram, left block, Davis, and he gets it to go with the jump shot. Davis now 7 of 12 with 14 points. Barrett, top of the key for the Stampede. Working on Kruger, screened by Allred. Fires it across court to Hurdle. Hurdle, open 3, in and out. Bennet Davis the rebound. Here comes Kruger, 35 seconds to go. He'll take a 3, illegal screen is going to be called on Bennet Davis. And with 29 seconds to go, you'd think the Stampede would take down the shot clock and try and make it so they get the final good shot of the first half. Utah Flash leading at 62-52. Luke Neville trying to get in and check in, but can't. It's a little bit too late. Bennett driving, dishes out to Carl for 3, short. Orion Green with the rebound, and the Flash will hold for 1. 10 seconds to go. Green brings it up. 8 seconds. Just crossing half court. 6 seconds. 4. Crossover behind the back. Free throw line jumper as time expires. Good. And that is what will send the Utah Flash to the half. Utah Flash with a 12-point lead heading into halftime, 64-52, thanks in large part to Orion Green. He's got 17 points and 5 steals and 0 turnovers. So with the Utah Flash leading 64-52, we will send it out to the D-League Central and be back in about 10 minutes with halftime stats and revisit the keys to the game. You're watching NBA D-League here on the NBA Futurecast.
This is the future of the NBA. This is what changes the game. This is where the talented rise. This is how NBA potential is reached. This is why fans are inspired. This is what brings communities together. This is when our story becomes yours. This is the NBA Development League.
The Oklahoma City Thunder signed Mustafa Shakur, the 6'3" guard of the Tulsa 66ers, making him the 24th Gatorade call-up of the season.
Shakur splits the defenders, layup good on the right side.
Shakur averaged over 20 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds for the 66ers.
And it's tipped away by Shakur. To Hambe, back to Mustafa.
two-hand jam at the other end.
And quick hands by Shakur. Gonna take it all the way and jam it home.
And joins 4 players with D-League experience on the Thunder's roster.
The defense is not back, Mom.
Hey, just get our energy going at the defensive end. We play defense.
We try to rebound. I try to protect the paint.
Let's go with defense.
No. Stop the ball.
Let's get into it.
Defense.
Let's go get some stops against a win.
The defense is not back, Mom.
We're back with the top 10 plays from the previous week in the Development League. This is Kobe Carl behind his back through the defense, slithering and scoring at 10. Watch the distance on these threes. Mike Gansey, Okay, we got a little line there to show you. I don't know, it's about 5 feet behind the line, roughly. And this is Blake Ahern, teammate from the exact same spot. Bullseye. Nice. At 8, Idaho and Sioux Falls, Greg Steemsma says not today. He got that one out of there in a hurry. At 7, we have another block. Ronaldo Major on Dave McClure. McClure's like, yo, I got a layup. Major's like, you don't. At 6, Curtis Geralds. Watch the dribbling right here. That is nice. Watch him cup it with a defender hanging all over him like a wet blanket. He scores +1. Geralds is nice. At 5, Vipers on the break. Antonio Anderson to Jermaine Taylor. Ooh, the pass is way better than the dunk, right? I mean, that's why that was the 5th best play. Hey, at 4, we've got defense leading to offense. Raymond Sykes gets the block on Milden Ambers, and David Bailey takes it the other way. David Bailey, see, he's the guy there with all the hair, and he scores. At 3, RGV in Reno. Antonio Anderson to Mike Harris. Why would you even try to defend that big brute when he tries to slam it? Darren Washington, speaking of slams, that dude can rise. But they all trail this play. The top play in the D-League last week. Ooh, that's a major facial. Jared Newsom on the face and physique of Lance Allred. And those are your emotionally driven top 10 plays. Hey, thanks to Quinn Snyder for joining us here on NBA D-League Central. I'm Rick Kamla. See ya soon.
Watch the games you've been missing with NBA League Pass broadband on NBA.com. Enhance your online NBA experience. Choose the teams you want to see, when you want to see them, live and on demand. Take control with a new DVR feature to pause, rewind, and replay live action. 5 easy payments of $29.99 puts the most live NBA action on your computer. Don't miss a game the entire season with NBA League Pass broadband. Log on now to NBA.com/LPBB.
Even though you try hard to live within your means, sometimes there are unexpected expenses. At Check City, we understand. And that's why our fees are so much less than late rent charges, or bounced check fees, or late credit card penalties. We save you money and make it so easy.
Check City. Faster, easier, less expensive. Always use payday advances responsibly.
Now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our courtside countdown. At number 10, Dwight Howard shows why he leads the league in blocked shots.
And the turnaround, Gibson has it blocked.
6'11", 265, bring it in, I'll send it right back at you.
At 9, the Clippers' Eric Gordon with the pretty lob for DeAndre Jordan.
Got DeAndre. Yes, indeed he do. I mean, he can almost throw the lob anywhere if he's running. Fans coming to life here at Staples.
At 8, Thabo Sefolosha finishes off the fast break with a burst of thunder.
Sefolosha with the lead and the jam. Boy, he put that thing, he shifted down, burst into the lane to score it.
At number 7, the player of the week in the East, Andrew Bogut, throws it down on the Celtics.
They had to switch down to the 3, and why not just, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. I hear you, big man.
And at number number 6. Check out this slick move from Chicago's Kirk Heinrich.
Heinrich with a pretty drive. Just gives you that steady performance all the time.
At 5 is LeBron James with a fantastic finish.
Oh, no! Are you with me?
He always leaves you speechless, I'll tell you.
And that's what the people came to see.
At 4, the Clippers' Bennet Davis with a steal and some style.
8th in the league in steals. Nice. Between the legs of Jordan. What an assist by Bennet Davis.
At 3, a nasty jam from Andre Iguodala.
Face to face, and he slams for 2. Andre Iguodala not to be outdone by LeBron James on his home floor.
At 2, it's Kobe Bryant with the latest in his string of game-winning shots.
Yes! 1.9 to play.
Oh, man. He will tear your heart out, and that's just what he did to the Toronto Raptors.
And at number 1 is this aerial act from J.R. Smith.
Oh, J.R. Smith, 360 alley-oop.
And Chauncey Billups celebrates a sensational play by the Nuggets.
The latest Gatorade call-up is Cedric Jackson, who makes the move from the Erie Bayhawks to the San Antonio Spurs.
Cedric Jackson has it on the right side. He drives to the hoop, off balance, runner, and he got it to roll.
Cedric becomes the 22nd player to get the coveted call-up this season.
Here's Jackson into the lane. Wild shot off the glass, gets it, and the foul to go with it.
He displayed his all-around skills in the D-League, averaging 16 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals for Erie.
Jackson through the lane all the way to the rim. Double pumps. This time he will get the hoop and the harm.
It's his second stint in the NBA this season after being called up by the Cavaliers in January.
Cedric Jackson picking up the pace, spinning to the rim and kissing it off the window for 2.
The NBA D-League on Versus, presented by Papa John's. Saturday at 11, only on Versus.
Respect makes the last shot, the extra pass. It hits the floor and dives for the loose ball. There's fire in its belly, pride in its practice. Teammates are unified by it. Coaches define it. Respect knows that its greatest supporters are driving them to the game. Respect does its homework. Respect passes the big test. It's praised for its passion, brings the crowd to its feet. We are Respect. We are iHoops, the official youth basketball initiative of the NCAA and the NBA. Connect at ihoops.com.
You gotta love this.
Oh, here we go, baby.
What a pass by Smith. Drives the lane for the finger roll. That was awesome.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, there's one for the highlight reel.
Fadeaway out of the way. Oh, what a shot.
This is amazing.
Well, we'll welcome you back to the McKay Event Center here in Orem, Utah, where the Utah Flash lead at 64-52 in a very important game between these two teams battling for the final playoff spot. Let's get you caught up right now on the leading scores from both teams. The leading scores starting with the visiting team. Right now it is for the Stampede, Andre Barrett and Lance Allred both with 11 points. Lance Allred 5 of 8 from the field, Andre Barrett 5 of 6. Milden Hombres with 10 and Donnell Taylor with 9. Donnell Taylor so far 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. Now for the Utah Flash. Leading the way for the Utah Flash, Orion Green with 18 points, 8 of 14 from the field. A very good game for him, except for from the free throw line where he's just 2 of 7. Now Bennet Davis with 14 points. He's 7 of 13 from the field. And then it is Gabe Pruitt, with 10. He's had some easy baskets in transition, as well as offensive rebounds. He is 3 of 5 from the field and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Let's take a look now at the standings. Right now, Utah in control of that 8th and final playoff spot, just a half game behind Tulsa, and Idaho a game behind the Utah Flash at 22 and 22, 9 games back of the first place team. Reno has already won tonight against LA. They are now just a half game behind Utah, and a loss for the Flash tonight could cause a 3-team pileup for that 8th spot in the playoffs, and Utah could distance themselves from Idaho with the win tonight. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, revisit those. Playoff implications, we just talked about that. Utah currently in the driver's spot in that 8th spot. These two teams playing tonight, Utah and Idaho, play 3 times this week, so very important. Owning the glass right now, Utah leading the game as far as points go, also trailing in the rebound category. Idaho out rebounding the Utah Flash 25-20 and limiting turnovers. A large part, or a large reason why Utah Flash are winning is because they've only turned the ball over 4 times, and they've turned the Idaho Stampede over 9 times. So far, so good for the Utah Flash. They have shot 57% from the field in the first half, just 3 of 8 from downtown, and struggling from the free throw line, mainly due to Orion Green's 2 for 7, but they're 11 of 18 from the free throw line. They've held Idaho to 47% shooting. Idaho struggling from downtown, just 2 of 11. And Kobe Carl really struggling, just 5 points for him, 2 of 9 from the field, and 1 of 6 from downtown. Now joined by assistant coach Mark Madsen. Coach, you had a good first half, shooting 57% from the field. How do you keep getting easy baskets and keep getting plays in transition and offensive rebounds?
Well, I mean, I think that what you saw in the first half was a team that really ran the offense to perfection. We ran the offense well, and we got layups, we got wide open shots. We're playing good basketball right now.
How big is it opening the second half to start off good and not let Idaho creep back in early?
Well, I think as long as we do a good job with our transition defense and our half-court defense, that's going to fuel us on the offensive end. Defense has a way of generating energy on both ends.
You mentioned defense, Orion Green, 4 steals, 0 turnovers. Talk about his game so far and how he is key in the second half.
Well, I mean, Orion has played great defense for us the entire season. Orion's a guy, he's a professional. He's been a great leader for us in the locker room, and his hard work continues to pay off out there, as the fans can see tonight.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Good luck in the second half.
Okay, you too, man.
Thank you. Well, second half, just 20 seconds to go here until we start. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second half. Utah Flash leading at 64-52 here on the NBA Futurecast.
It resides in the brain, but also the heart. It arrives early and stays very, very late. It knows every floorboard personally. It's there in the crouch of the stopper and in the lap of the fan in the second row. It's what keeps you going season after season. It believes it can be anything it wants to be, except satisfied.
When you choose FiberPipe, you get a partner investing in our clients' ability to grow beyond boundaries today and in the future. And peace of mind that we're protecting your mission-critical business assets. Visit fiberpipe.net to see how we deliver internet, data center, and streaming services to you today.
FiberPipe. Unleash the power of the internet.
Back here for the second half. Utah Flash leading at 64-52. Utah Flash ball starting things off, and it's Orion Green on the right side, three-point arc. He'll drive left, screen from Neville, dishes it to Ingram. Ingram drives, stripped away. Andre Barrett out to Carl in transition. Carl up and good, and that's a good sign if you're an Idaho fan. Kobe Carl getting going here early. Andre Ingram for a 3 left side and knocks it down from the corner. And that's something Idaho needs to do, is stop the transition baskets as quickly. Idaho back the other way. Donnell Taylor misses the long 2. And it's a 13-point game, largest lead for the Flash.
Flash 67, Idaho 54. Idaho needs to do a good job of taking care of the ball here in the second half. We mentioned the turnover differential, 9 by Idaho, 4 by Utah. Neville, the turnaround, almost an air ball, just scraping the front rim as he was working on Dabbert. Dabbert working on Neville now. Up, under, and good off the glass with the left hand. Allred and Orion Green get tangled up. Green bumps him as they stand up, and we're going to have a foul coming. An inadvertent whistle. And now Bob McKinnon, first-year head coach for the Idaho Stampede, very upset right now with the official. There definitely was some shoving and pushing and leg tangling back and forth between Lance Allred and Orion Green as they went for the rebound. It looked like Lance Allred fell over and then may have slightly kicked up his leg a little bit to get in Orion Green's way. Orion Green went to the deck, and as they got up, Orion Green kind of threw his right shoulder in as Green dishes it to Neville down low. Neville gets fouled going up. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Back to that situation, Orion Green, after he got up, he definitely threw a little bit of a shoulder into Lance Allred, and I think the referee saw the contact and probably blew the whistle in anticipation of calling a foul, but then realized that it was kind of going back and forth and he probably shouldn't call a foul on either guy, and whatever was the case, he decided to call it an inadvertent whistle, and Utah Flash probably happy about that, as the foul probably would have been on Orion Green. He was the one retaliating as Luke Neville misses both free throws, and the ball goes out of bounds off of the Utah Flash. Lance Allred to inbound for the Stampede. And Bob McKinnon, as I mentioned, very upset with the official. He wanted a foul there on Orion Green. Barrett finds Dabbert on the baseline, left hand up off the glass and good. 2 nice little left-handed shots off the glass by Joe Dabbert. And now it's a 9-point game. 4-0 lead here quickly. I know it's a 4-0 run, pardon me, quickly here for the Idaho Stampede to cut it to 9. Orion Green inbounding on the near side of your screen, the far side of the court here, right side, inbounds to Kevin Kruger. Kruger back to Green, right side 3-point arc, now down on the left, or the right block to Neville. Neville going into the lane, left-handed hook shot good. He was working on Lance Allred, and Joe Dabbert, not too much Dabbert could do on that one. Allred, top of the key, jumper quickly, short, and Luke Neville with the rebound. For Luke, that is his 5th rebound of the night, all defensive. Andre Ingram, left side, 3-point arc, brings it back out to Orion Green, close to the flash symbol at the half-court line. Orion Green, driving baseline right, stolen by Andre Barrett. 2-on-1, Barrett on Davis, gives it back to Allred, and Green rips down Allred from behind. And now Allred and Green yelling at each other. The referee's in there to separate them. And those were the same 2 that got tangled up, and there was shoving before as they look at each other, and Allred walking away, and we'll have a timeout. So a timeout, I believe, called by Idaho, and we'll wait to see officially. I thought it was going to be a timeout. He pointed towards the Idaho bench, but neither team walking off. And Lance Allred out at half court. He should be shooting free throws here in a second. And I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's a timeout, and now the Idaho Stampede players walking to the bench. Utah Flash over to the side as the 3 officials get together in the center of the court to talk about it and discuss exactly what they're going to call. You know, in my opinion, from my point of view, it looked like there possibly could be a flagrant foul called against Orion Green. He didn't really go for the ball too much. He did knock the ball out of Lance Allred's hands, so in that aspect, you'd think no. You would think no flagrant foul, just a normal foul call on Orion Green, and then a technical foul called against the Idaho Stampede. Kevin Kruger will shoot the technical free throw, chance to put Utah up by as much as 12, and he does. Now the Flash up 70-58, and Lance Allred will get his 2 free throws the other way. So just a normal personal foul on Orion Green. The hard foul did obviously get the two guys angry at each other, or at least Lance Allred got upset at Orion Green, and Orion Green got defensive about thinking that it probably wasn't an intentional foul, but he shooting the free throws by himself. Lance Allred is. He makes the first, get it back to 11, and knocks down the second with ease. Now 10-point game, and it's going to be Idaho Stampede ball. So I guess they did call a flagrant foul. I didn't see them signal flagrant foul, but it must have been because now the Stampede get the ball back. So apparently a flagrant foul was called. I didn't see the referee signal that or I didn't hear them say it. But Stampede get the ball back, now down 10. Lance Allred top of the key. Dabbert, left block, working on Neville, up and over him, off glass too strong. And there's Andre Ingram tipping it to Luke Neville to control the ball for the Flash. Kruger, top of the key, guarded by Dabbert, gets a screen from Davis. Davis, wide open top of the key, pumps, takes a dribble in, jumps, and good, just over the front rim. Bennet Davis now with 16 points on 8 of 14 shooting. Comes Taylor, back out to Allred. Allred out to Barrett, tipped by Kruger, but Barrett able to control. Up, knocked away by Kruger. Quickly gave it to Allred as he was coming down, so he didn't travel. Now Taylor, far side, left side arc, shoots, misses. And Barrett with the offensive rebound. Carl up to the basket, and good. Carl able to flip it over Luke Neville's hands, and now a 10-point game again. Utah Flash 72. Idaho Stampede 62. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Neville working right block on Dabbert, off the glass and good. He made a jab step to the middle and then spun back towards the baseline and got it off the glass. Dabbert works around an Allred screen. Allred now gets it, top of the key, guarded by Davis. Now down to Dabbert, left side block. Dabbert working on Neville, pushes him, and an offensive foul. He kind of used the ball to shove Neville out of the way, and they call the offensive foul, and they'll go back the other way. Utah Flash with the 12-point edge. Chance to make it 14 or as much as 15. Game high lead for the Flash so far is 13 points. 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. Kruger gets a screen, top of the key from Davis. Back to Davis, pumps to the three-point arc, dribbles right side. Works in off the glass and good. He was working in on Lance Allred, and now 18 for Bennet Davis. Davis out of Northeastern. Now Donnell Taylor, left side three-point arc. Fakes, now goes baseline, works all the way baseline, reverse, and good off the glass. Nice move there by Donnell Taylor. Used the screen and then lost the screen and made a move baseline and had a nice reverse shot coming around to the right side of the hoop. 7 minutes to go. Utah Flash up 12, 76-64. Kevin Kruger trying to back down Andre Barrett at the top of the key. They'll have an illegal screen. Let's say the ref signals a leg sweep on Bennet Davis, and we'll go the other way. For Davis out of Northeastern, that is his third personal. And Andre Barrett will bring it up for the Stampede. He works towards the left side. Kruger swiping at it. Gives it to Dabbert. Dabbert back to Barrett. Barrett working around towards the baseline. Gets it out to Allred, top of the key. Allred driving in left hand, good. Nice little left-hand floater there by Lance Allred, making it a 10-point game. 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. 76-66 in favor of the Utah Flash. This is one of 5 games going on tonight in the NBA D-League as Ingram finds Bennet Davis down low, working across the lane to the right, scoops up and good. Now 20 points for Bennet Davis, and he is having himself quite the night. Now 3 for 3 here in the third quarter. Taylor around reverse, around the left side of the basket. He floats it up, and it's good. Delay of game warning against the Stampede. Just the first warning. Next one would result in a technical foul free throw for the Utah Flash. Now back to a 10-point game. Gabe Pruitt now in for the Flash. Checking in for Orion Green. Davis, top of the key, just inside the arc. Short, and Donnell Taylor with the rebound. Taylor coming down the left side of the court at the three-point arc. Allred gives him a screen, working across the middle, dishes it out to Allred, down low to Dabbert. Left block, working around. Scoop shot no good, gets his own rebound. Left shot no good, too strong. Another offensive rebound, and he gets it to go, cutting the lead to just 8. Or I should say the deficit to just 8. Now 78-70 in favor of the Utah Flash. 5:20 to go here in the third. Gabe Pruitt, left side three-point arc. Neville at the elbow. Neville, a dart over to Kruger. Kruger just able to handle it. Now Davis going baseline. And he steps out of bounds underneath the basket. A turnover on the Utah Flash. And we talked about those turnovers. We'll have a timeout, a full timeout. So we'll take a 90-second break as the Utah Flash lead at 78-70. And quickly, I believe a double technical foul was just handed out, and it is on Bennet Davis and Joe Dabbert. So we head into the 90-second timeout with that. A double technical foul as the Utah Flash lead at 78-70 here on the NBA Futurecast.
The Miami Heat have signed guard Kenny Hasbrook, making him the 25th Gatorade call-up of the season.
He'll drive it in, take it to the hole, lay it up, and score. Kenny Hasbrook around the screen from Mikael Gladness. Hasbrook goes up, lays it in, score the basket on the foul!
Hasbrook averaged 17 points a game in the D-League while shooting 50% from the field.
To Hasbrook, 9 on the shot clock. Hasbrook pulls up, 19-footer is good!
And he helped his Rio Grande Valley Vipers remain on top in the Western Conference.
Hasbrook pulls up for a long three, and he hits it.
Ten less cars in traffic. Lots more money in your pocket. Hybrids are green with envy. Go green, save green. Commuteride.com. New routes now forming.
Well, we're back in the McKay Event Center here in Orem, Utah. The Utah Flash leading at 78-70. 5:06 to go here in the third quarter. Right now it is Orion Green leading the charge for the Utah Flash, at least defensively. He's got 4 steals. He leads the NBA D-League in steals per game with just over 2.5 per game, and he averages about a half steal more than the second-place person. But so far in the second half, it has been the turnovers that have hurt the Utah Flash. And what was once a 13-point lead is now at 8. And double technical fouls heading into the timeout. Charge to Bennet Davis and Joe Dabbert. Carl working on Gabe Pruitt. A lot of contact as Pruitt goes to the deck, and Carl misses a shot, but no call. Now Utah Flash quickly the other way, down to Bennet Davis on the baseline and knocked out of bounds by Lance Hurdle, who has just come in the ballgame for Andre Barrett. For the Utah Flash, it's Kevin Kruger. Dishing it now to Gabe Pruitt as he tight ropes the baseline and scoops it in. An easy basket for Gabe Pruitt, who now has 12. Kevin Kruger, Gabe Pruitt, Bennet Davis, Andre Ingram, and Brian Hamilton. For the Idaho Stampede, it is Lance Hurdle, Lance Allred as he jumps it from the top of the key. Nothing but net there, and makes it back to an 8-point game. Yemi Ogunye in for the Idaho Stampede, as well as Donnell Taylor. And the 5th for the Stampede is Kobe Carl. Kruger working around, baseline a screen, lost it over the backboard, and good. A remarkable shot there by Kevin Kruger as he one-handed floated it over the backboard as he was being pushed out of bounds. It bounced off the rim again, and then dropped for Kevin Kruger. and he'll have a chance to make it a three-point play. An outstanding play there by Kevin Kruger. He worked his way around a screen towards the baseline right side, and as he got pushed out of bounds, he just kind of threw it up one-handed over the corner of the backboard, and it went, and he's able to finish the three-point play. So a big-time play there by Kevin Kruger. Gets the lead back out to 11 for the Flash. Here comes Hurdle around a screen. Dishes it Allred top of the key. Left side, hands it off to Taylor. Taylor working on Green, in, and the foul. Taylor now a chance for a three-point play. Great drive there as he came from the left three-point arc and worked his way around a Lance Allred screen, drove it all the way to the basket, and got the contact from Orion Green and the basket, and now he'll have a chance to get that lead, or that deficit, I should say, back down to 8. 83-74 in favor of the Utah Flash. Taylor's free throw up and good. Now an 8-point ball game. 3:44 to go here in the third quarter. Gabe Pruitt will bring it up as Kevin Kruger checks out. Jordan Brady, the Utah Valley University graduate, will check in. Davis, jumper, top of the key, and in and out, off the backboard, and then back in. Davis now with 22 points. Quickly the other way, Kobe Carl, right side. Now baseline right side, Allred, jumper, in and out. Gabe Pruitt the rebound. Gabe Pruitt quickly back the other way. Orion Green, a deep three, just short, and it'll be Donnell Taylor with the rebound. That one, Donnell Taylor now, quick answer, three off the back of the rim, bounced as high as the top of the shot clock, and then dropped in. Crazy shot there, but I guess if you're an Idaho fan, that's a good shooter's touch. If you're a Utah fan, that's just plain old luck. Pruitt drives in, blocking foul, misses the left-handed scoop shot, and he will go to the line shooting 2. So a very interesting couple of shots here in the last couple minutes, one by each team. But we'll have a timeout with 2:45 to go here in the third. Utah Flash leading at 85-78 right here on the NBA Futurecast.
The Washington Wizards have made Alonzo G the 21st Gatorade call-up of the season.
G usually motors straight to the basket. He does and dunks it. My goodness!
He was signed by the Wizards after a standout performance for the Austin Toros, where he averaged 21 points and 6.5 rebounds this season.
G fakes left, cuts right, slam, dunk!
The 6'6" guard from Alabama was a 2010 D-League All-Star.
Coast to coast for Alonzo G.
And now joins 81 current NBA players with D-League experience.
Showtime for G on the breakaway.
Bummer. Well, we apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're back, and the Utah Flash on top 89-78, but with that basket, it cuts it to 89-80 along two there by Hombres. While you were gone, heading into the timeout, head coach Bob McKinnon for the Idaho Stampede got handed a technical foul from the officials. Kevin Kruger made the technical free throw as Orion Green throws up an air ball, and Donnell Taylor the other way. Kruger made the technical free throw, came out. Gabe Pruitt had 2 free throws, missed both as Lance Hurdle knocks down a 3 from the right corner, or the right diagonal, and makes it a 6-point game with 1:30 to go here in the third quarter. Gabe Pruitt missed both free throws, but then the offensive rebound was tipped by Bennet Davis to Gabe Pruitt. He laid it in, got 2 more points added on to that lead. Then the Stampede came down, missed a shot. Gabe Pruitt went to the line, missed both free throws again, so he has missed his last 4 free throws. Now a chance to end that streak here as he heads to the line. And then it was the 2 baskets in a row, 5 straight points by the Stampede, as you just saw. The long 2 and the 3, as now he's missed 5 in a row. So the Flash really struggling from the free throw line. About halfway through the third quarter, they were 12 of 21. And now with the 5 straight misses by Gabe Pruitt, they're just 12 of 26, under 50%. And he misses again. That one was pretty close to being on the rim as it got tipped out by Lance Allred. And we have Idaho Stampede ball. A lot of people are yelling it was on the rim and the free throw should count, but the refs did not see it that way. Hombres near side, down to eventually to Allred on the elbow. Now Hurdle, top of the key, driving in, fouled by Neville, and Hurdle will go to the line to shoot 2. So far tonight, the Stampede are 8 of 9. Stampede is 8 of 9 from the free throw line. And Hurdle will have a chance to add to his current total of 7. And he does. Cuts into that 6-point deficit, now just a 5-point game. 1:10 to go here in the third quarter. Lance Allred is 2nd of 2. Up and down, front rim, backboard, back rim, and good. Idaho putting on a little bit of full court press until the Flash get the ball in. And now they sag back to half court. Kruger looking for Green, top of the key, gets it to him. Defended by Hombres. Green, crossover into the lane, left hand up, no good. Tipped out to Ogunye, and Hurdle quickly the other way. Hurdle looking for Taylor. Taylor there. Now gets it down to Allred, and he is fouled on the baseline by Jordan Brady. Lance Allred from Weber State will have a chance to knock down 2 free throws and make this a 2-point game. The Flash led by as much as 14 points, and they led by 12 at the half, and now with the first free throw up and good by Allred, it's a 3-point ball game. So quite the turn of momentum here in the third quarter, and I asked assistant coach Mark Madsen what they've got to do to keep Idaho from cutting into that 12-point lead they had at the half, and he said they just got to keep working their offense, keep getting easy shots, and make sure that they don't really give Idaho life, and that's pretty much the opposite that they've done here in the third quarter. It seems like that technical foul given to Bob McKinnon, the Idaho Stampede head coach. Green throws up a 3, no good. Jordan Brady with the rebound and sends it back out to Orion Green. They will hold for the last shot. 15 seconds to go, now 11. Green holds. 89-87 in favor of the Flash. Green crosses over in the lane, flipped up, no good. 3 seconds. Idaho, Taylor, half court heave, short. And we will head to the fourth quarter. A big run by the Idaho Stampede as they outscore the Flash by 10 in the third quarter. It's now Utah Flash 89, Idaho Stampede 87. You're watching NBA D-League action here on the NBA Futurecast.
I hustle, because true passion is earned one practice at a time. I respect those who say without discipline there is no glory. I push to be at the top of my class, not just the top of my game. I play to make the last pass, not just the final shot. I challenge those who say it's about me and not about we. I win when we all do. I connect at iHoops, the official youth basketball initiative of the NCAA and the NBA. Connect at ihoops.com.
Determination, heart, discipline.
My job is go out there and play it hard. We get the win, you know, that's all that matters. Work hard, championship. 1, 2, 3. Work hard, 5, 6. Keep it going.
Determination.
I'm excited. Come take my spot. I'm ready to go.
This is what the NBA all about.
The NBA D-League on Versus, presented by Papa John's. Saturday at 11, only on Versus.
With the big third quarter for the Idaho Stampede, they've really made the game interesting. Now just 89-87 in favor of the Flash. The Idaho Stampede outscoring the Flash by 10 in the third quarter by a score of 35-25. And now it's just a 2-point ball game. Very important game as far as playoffs go. The Flash currently in the 8th spot in the playoffs. Idaho a game back, and Reno with their victory tonight now just a half game back of the Utah Flash. There are the standings right there. If the Utah Flash do lose tonight, it'll be a 3-way tie for the 8th spot in the playoffs. There will be 3 teams at 23 and 22. As we get back to live action, 11:55, just a couple seconds into the fourth quarter. Alley-oop up top, just missed by Hurdle, and Ombrace there with the offensive rebound. Back out, Taylor towards the half-court line, gets a screen from Allred, working. Ogunye from the 3, in the corner, he knocks it down, and the foul. The Idaho Stampede now on top, 90-89, and Ogunye a chance to make it a 4-point play. Just an unbelievable turn of events in that third quarter and now into the fourth. Ogunye with a chance to give the Stampede a 2-point lead. He does not, but the Stampede do lead by 1 after the 3 by Ogunye in the right corner. Kruger gets it across the timeline. Brady, Jordan Brady now on the right side, 3-point arc, gets it to Neville. Neville out towards the college 3-point line. 3 seconds on the shot clock, 2, he gets stripped, and a shot clock violation as Luntz already makes a basket in his own hoop, but doesn't matter. The shot clock had expired. And now the Stampede, 1-point lead and the ball. They have now outscored the Utah Flash 38-25 since halftime. Taylor, top of the key, gets a couple screens, goes left around Allred, jump shot, no good. Luke Neville with his 6th rebound of the night. Kruger near the half-court line, looking for Orion Green, finds him, right side 3-point arc. Brian Hamilton as Kruger goes to the deck down low, and a 3-second defensive 3-second violation. Stampede players are upset with the call as Kevin Kruger he got knocked down and he was laying there on his stomach kind of at the bottom part of the key under the basket, and the Stampede players, namely Lance Allred and Yemi Ogunye, are arguing that Kruger was laying there on the ground and his man, what else is he supposed to do? But they give him the defensive 3-second violation as Kruger launches up a 3, too strong. Rebound to Hurdle. Hurdle quickly the other way, gets it taken away by Hamilton. Now Kruger with the game tied at 90, gives it to Orion Green. Green, Neville in the paint, dunks it, and gives the Flash a 2-point lead. Now it's Taylor, right side, three-point arc, driving into the lane, dishes it off to Ogunye. He misses the short one, and Luke Neville with his 7th rebound. Kruger, left side, looking for Jordan Brady, posting up. Brady comes out to the three-point line, and Kruger still controls, bouncing with the right. Brian Hamilton, top of the key, looking for Brady, cutting across the lane. No, there's Neville just inside to the college three-point arc, and he knocks it down. About an 18-footer for Luke Neville, and that gives the Flash the 4-point lead. Hurdle goes into the lane, knocked away, and a kick ball on Lance Hurdle. Lance Hurdle went up. It got knocked away as he was going up, came to the ground, and he kind of swiped it with his left foot, and it's going to be a kicking violation, Utah Flash basketball. Kruger will bring it up on Hurdle, excuse me. Ingram for the three, knocks it down. Donnell Taylor fell over as he came around the screen, and now the Flash quickly back out to a 7-point lead. So the Stampede hit a three to start the fourth and gave themselves a 1-point edge. Ogunye even had a free throw as he got fouled shooting the three to make it a 2-point game and couldn't knock it down. And now a quick 7-0 run, or excuse me, an 8-0 run by the Flash. Make it a 7-point lead. A shot clock violation. Good defense there by Orion Green as it was Ambrose working on Green, spinning, and couldn't quite get it off before the shot clock expired. Now 9 minutes to go here in the fourth. Flash lead it by 7 and a chance to make it 9 or 10. Ambrose knocks it out of Green's hand, and it'll be Flash ball. 17 on the shot clock. Green will inbound it from the left side. Kruger comes out, gets it. Andre Barrett back in for the Stampede. Left side to Green. Green beyond the three-point arc. 7 seconds on the shot clock, Gets a Ingram. Now Hamilton misses it, airballs it, and a shot clock violation. Shot clock violation on the Flash. Good defensive stand there by the Stampede. Andre Barrett will bring it up for the Stampede. Looking for Taylor. Taylor comes around top of the key, beyond the three-point arc, through the legs a couple times. Gets a screen from Allred, goes away from it, behind the back, and jams it. Nice move there by Donnell Taylor as he went away from the screen, behind the back to lose his defender, and no one was in the lane, and he jammed it home with the right hand. Ingram from downtown again, and splash, nothing but net. Andre Ingram, the NBA D-League 2010 champion. He's heating up here in the fourth quarter. Part of my pause, they were giving a warning, a delay of game warning to Orion Green as he touched the ball after it went in the basket. Taylor kicked away by Hamilton out of bounds. Looked like Taylor bumped knees with Hamilton as they're both trying to shake it off and limping as they walk around above the three-point arc towards midcourt. There you see head coach Brad Jones talking it over with Brian Hamilton as Hamilton heads to the bench. Barrett works around a screen by Allred. Gives a fake. Allred top of the key. Eventually down low to Ombre, short on the floater. And here comes Kruger. Ingram around Kobe Caro, just checked in. No good on the basket, but a foul called. So as far as scoring goes, it's been kind of stagnant over the last couple of minutes. Each team has just scored 2 points over about the last 2.5, 3 minutes. And now Andre Ingram with a chance to add to their 8-point lead. Now make it a 9-point lead with the first free throw. 101-92, 7:43 to go here in the fourth. A big game for both teams. Flash holding on to the 8th spot in the playoffs, as we mentioned a number of times throughout this broadcast. Barrett over to Carl, left side three-point arc, looking for Barrett, coming around a screen by Ambrose. Barrett driving fake, nice up and under, past Luke Neville, and he gets it to go off glass. Now an 8-point game. 102-94. Andre Ingram, right side, three-point arc. Neville, free throw line, tries to get it over the top to Davis, but tipped out of bounds by Hombres. And Utah Flash will have it out of bounds underneath their own basket. Hombres, Orion Green to the basket and gets it to go with the right hand on the right, or left hand on the right side of the basket. Nice take by Orion Green. He now has 20 points. Barrett lines up a three and just strong. Orion Green, the long rebound, and he's got 1-on-4. And the ball looked like it was kicked out of bounds by Kobe Carl, but they say it's off Orion Green, and it'll be Stampede ball. Green tried to push it. It was 1-on-4. He tried to pull it back out to the midcourt line. It got knocked away, and the official says off Orion Green. Now it's Donnell Taylor working on Green, and jumps up in the air, comes down before he gives it up, and a traveling violation on Donnell Taylor. Now we'll have a timeout. 6:42 to go here in Orem, Utah. Utah Flash leading 104-94. You're watching NBA D-League action here on the NBA FutureCast.
Well, if you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are. And if you want to be me, be me. And if you want to be you, be you.
T-Mobile presents the first phone that becomes 100% you. The new MyTouch 3G with Google, only from T-Mobile.
Half the calories? All the day. Half the calories? All the day.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Sting like a bee.
Half the calories? All the G. I know that's right.
It's on me to break you off quick. To rise up. It's on me to be unbreakable. To finish strong. To beat you more ways than one. It's on me for my brotherhood.
Utah Flash leading 104-94. Some fans in attendance. If you would like that sweet Utah Flash jersey, you can make sure to visit NBADLeagueStore.com to grab all your Utah Flash gear. You can also get D-League gear as well as all the other D-League teams. Special promotion, NBADLeagueStore.com is offering right now 25% off of your total order now through April 3rd. Be sure to show your support. Grab a Utah Flash or Idaho Stampede jersey and show up at the games. It'll be Utah Flash basketball. There was no reset on the initial steal by Idaho, but they did not control it. So now 8 seconds left. Green, right side, three-point arc, drives baseline, behind the back, into the lane. Neville there, can't get it. Ingram and Kruger, top of the key, can't get it off. Andre Ingram should have shot it, as the pass to Kevin Kruger was at about 1 second left on the shot clock, and Kruger had no chance of getting it off. Kruger arguing that at the steal, right off the inbounds, that Idaho did get possession, but officials did not see it that way. Carl down low. Orion Green knocks it away, but they call a foul over the back as Donnell Taylor was trying to post up on Orion Green. A 10-point game right now, 104-94. Lance Allred checks out. Joe Dabbert checks in for him. Donnell Taylor out, and Lance Hurdle in for him. Kobe Carl, top of the arc. Driving left towards the baseline, spins back middle, up and good for Kobe Carl. Cuts it to 8. 104-96, just under 6 minutes to go here in the fourth. Orion Green, right side three-point arc. Back to Neville, top of the key. Bennet Davis working on Hombres, gets the foul called on him down low, as Davis had very, very good position, pretty much right underneath the rim, and Hombres could do nothing but foul in order to prevent the easy layup. Kruger, top of the key, looking for Ingram, finds Green on the right side. Green comes around the level screen, fires a three, in and out, and Hombres with the rebound over Ingram. Barrett coming back the other way, fakes right up and no good, tipped out by Dabbert. The shot was way short and an air ball, and Ingram comes down with it for the Flash. Kruger, Davis into the lane, tosses it up to Neville, back to Davis, free throw line jumper, no good. Neville offensive rebound up, foul, and the basket does not go. So Neville will have 2 free throws and a chance to get the lead back up to 10. There are 5 games, as I mentioned, going on tonight in the D-League. A couple of them are over. I mentioned earlier the Reno Bighorns beat the LA Defenders as the Neville free throw is up and good. Now a 9-point lead. 117-100 was the final there in favor of Reno. The Fort Wayne Mad Ants take down the Erie Bayhawks 90-86 as the second free throw up and good by Neville. Now back to 10-point lead. Maine Red Claws, they lose it to the Sioux Falls Skyforce 111-108, and the ball tipped out of bounds off the Utah Flash. And it'll be Idaho Stampede ball. Kevin Kruger letting the ref know that he thought at least that it went off of Barrett's leg. Carl, top of the key, fires a three. It was blocked. And Kruger with the rebound. Down to Davis, down low. Kobe Carl goes up, and we have a flagrant foul as Carl came down with both hands and just took down Bennet Davis, and Kobe Carl just gets ejected. A flagrant foul and a technical foul given to Kobe Carl, so he ends his night in a tough way. He was just 4 of 13 from the field, 1 of 7 from downtown. He had 9 points as you see him heading to the locker room. Bennet Davis pump fake got Kobe Carl in the air, and then he went up. Kobe Carl, as he was coming down, took 2 hands and I would say pretty aggressively came down with both hands over the shoulders, and it was tough from our angle here at the scores table because Kobe Carl was in between us and Bennet Davis. But I can't tell if he wrapped around the neck or what, but it definitely came down aggressively and hard on Bennet Davis. Bennet Davis went to the ground as Kevin Kruger knocks down the technical foul free throw. Now Bennet Davis will have a chance to knock down 2 and extend the lead to as much as 13. Now 107-96, 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Davis free throw off the right rim and out to the left. Then the Utah Flash will have the ball after this second free throw. Brad Jones was arguing a second ago that the personal foul should have gone against Joe Dabbert, and then the flagrant and technical should have gone against Kobe Carl, but I don't think they ruled it that way. Now a 12-point lead for the Flash. Backdoor by Orion Green. Neville finds him, and he gets it to go. Now a 14-point lead, the Utah Flash largest lead of the ball game, and we have a timeout by Idaho, a 30-second timeout. So we'll stay here as the Utah Flash lead it 110-96. The Stampede had cut it to a 2-point, or they led by 1, and they changed it to a full, so we'll take a break. Utah leads it 110-96. We'll be back here in just a minute right here on the NBA Futurecast.
The Houston Rockets have made Mike Harris the 26th Gatorade call-up of the season.
Harris, left back on the drop pass from Conroy, drives it in, gets his own rebound, and puts it in after the miss.
A forward for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, Harris was named a D-League All-Star. He leads the league in scoring at 27 points per game and is third in rebounding, averaging 10.5 boards.
He feeds Harris, layup is good and a foul.
Harris had previous stints this season with the Rockets.
Shot is banked home.
So Harris has 5.
And the Wizards. But now he's signed by Houston for the remainder of the season.
Life is full of surprises. Unfortunately, surprises aren't always a good thing. At Check City, we understand. We're the low-cost alternative to utility reconnection fees, overdraft fees, late penalties on revolving credit. We save you money and make it so easy.
Check City. Faster, easier, less expensive. Always use payday advances responsibly.
Well, we're back. Taylor driving it and gets fouled by Orion Green. He'll have 2 free throws coming. A chance to cut it to 12 with 4:40 to go in the fourth. Kobe Carl, just a couple minutes ago, if you're just joining us, was ejected because of a hard flagrant foul and technical foul added onto that. So a tough night for Kobe Carl. And it's been a hard season for the Carl family. His father, George Carl, coaches the Denver Nuggets, and he was diagnosed with throat cancer a couple weeks ago, as Taylor knocks down the free throw a couple months ago. Is the early part of 2010, and he was hoping to get back before the season ended. He's been back a couple times, but he will now miss the remainder of the season and will have to wait till the playoffs to coach the Nuggets again. So obviously, best wishes and prayers and everything positive out to the Carl family. And Taylor knocks down both free throws, cutting it to 12. Kruger working on Barrett, coming across the lane. A lot of contact, no calls. Kruger to Davis. Davis top of the key. Back to Kruger towards the half-court line. Kruger working on Barrett to Davis. Davis for 3, long. And the shot clock was running down, but still had 3 seconds. And there'll be a loose ball foul on Luke Neville. Lance Allred got the rebound and looked like they had their arms locked. Luke Neville's right and Joe Dabbert's left. I keep getting Lance Allred and Joe Dabbert confused. They look very similar, and they're just 1 number apart. But Lance Allred on the bench right now, and it's Joe Dabbert in the ball game drawing the foul. Barrett around a screen to the right, gets it back out to Taylor, top of the key, working on Brian Hamilton, crosses over, foul on Hamilton, goes up, but foul I believe was on the ground. But there will be 2 shots for Taylor as the Flash are over the limit. Coach Brad Jones are telling the official that since Bob McKinnon argued a call, they've had 4 straight calls in favor of the Stampede, and he's trying to get some calls going his way as Taylor makes one, misses the other, and Hamilton gets the ball on the loose ball on the floor and calls a timeout, and it will be a full timeout. So we'll take a break. Utah leads at 110-99 right here on the NBA Futurecast.
I hustle, because true passion is earned one practice at a time. I respect those who say without discipline there is no glory. I push to be at the top of my class, not just the top of my game. I play to make the last pass, not just the final shot. I challenge those who say it's about me and not about we. I win when we all do. I connect at iHoops, the official youth basketball initiative of the NCAA and the NBA. Connect at ihoops.com.
The Oklahoma City Thunder signed Mustafa Shakur, the 6'3" guard of the Tulsa 66ers, making him the 24th Gatorade call-up of the season.
Shakur splits the defenders. Layup good on the right side.
Shakur averaged over 20 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds for the 66ers.
And it's tipped away by Shakur. To Hambe, back to Mustafa. 2-hand jam at the other end.
And quick hands by Shakur. Gonna take it all the way and jam it home.
And joins 4 players with D-League experience on the Thunder's roster.
We're back. Another reminder to check out Versus this and every Saturday night for the D-League game of the week on Versus, presented by Papa John's. Watch as D-League dunk champion Dar Tucker leads the Los Angeles Defenders into Texas to take on Mike Harris, Will Conroy, and the rest of the Western Conference leading Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Versus is now available on DirecTV. Check it out, or check out the future of the NBA today on Versus. Flash got a basket to get it back out to 13. So this Saturday night, you can watch the game on Versus on your TV and then check us out on Futurecast on your computer and have both games going at one time. Dabbert up, fouled by Neville, and he'll have 2 free throws. Chance to get it back to the 9-point deficit. There's Neville, his 5th personal foul. One more and he's gone. But no subs coming to the bench. They'll stick with Neville for the remainder. 3:26 to go, or I guess until he fouls out. Dabbert misses the first short. Stays at a 13-point game. These two teams will meet up again Friday here and then Saturday here. Dabbert, second free throw, swish, and now a 12-point game. If the Utah Flash if they're able to hold on, as too much holding going on and contact there, as Hamilton in the backcourt was trying to get it to Kruger. Lance Hurdle picks up the foul, holding on to Kevin Kruger. Lance Hurdle, I think, saying that Kruger was maybe holding him, but Kruger will have 2 free throws to extend it back to at least 13, possibly 14. First one is up and good. Very smooth free throw shooter, very good free throw shooter is Kevin Kruger. As so far tonight, Kruger is 9 of 9 on his free throw attempts, make it 10 of 10. Now 14-point lead for the Flash. And if Utah Flash able to hold on tonight, they'll be 2 games ahead of Idaho, but just 1 game ahead of Reno. So still will just be holding on to that 1-point edge. And Ambrace, with the contact, knocks down the 3, and he'll head to the line with a chance to make it a 10-point game. The Stampede's second opportunity at a 4-point play tonight. Ogunye couldn't complete it earlier. First basket of the third quarter was a 3-pointer by Ogunye, but he couldn't make the free throw. Now Ambrace, he knocks it down, and a 4-point play. That'll get you back in the game in a hurry. Full court press by the Stampede. Into Brian Hamilton. Hamilton goes right, and a foul by Donnell Taylor will send Hamilton to the line. Utah Flash really struggling from the free throw line tonight as Neville checks out and Orion Green comes back in. So far tonight, the Utah Flash are 24 of 39. That's just over 60% from the free throw line. Not a good percentage, but they have taken, as I said, 39 free throws, make it 40, and they're now 24 of 40. As Brian Hamilton misses the first of 2. They've taken 40 free throws to the Idaho Stampede's just 15. So that's quite 16 free throws for the Stampede as Hamilton knocks down the second. Flash 25 of 41. The Stampede 14 of 16. Barrett coming around the screen, has an open lane, takes it himself and knocks down the layup off glass. Cuts it to a 9 now. So Stampede making a little bit of a run. Free throws really costing the Utah Flash, but they're still up 9. So not too much to worry about. 2:45 to go. Kruger backdoor wide open. He's fouled. Misses the layup. And he is on the ground a little bit shaken up, but he's okay. Gets help from Bennet Davis. Good feed there by Bennet Davis, I believe it was, who fed him the basketball. And Kruger will go to the line. Like I said, 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Chance to extend the lead back out to as much as 11. And now 11 from the free throw line. Can't jinx him. He's unjinxable. To make it 12 straight in the game for him. And he does. Both of them barely touching the rim and barely scraping the net. Now 117 to 106 in favor of the Flash. 2:35 to go in the fourth. Barrett again getting to the basket and again making the layup, this time with the left hand on the left side. Bennet Davis will cross it or get it across the midcourt line for the Flash. A 9-point game, 117 to 108. 2:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kruger gets a screen from Davis. He's wide open at the three-point line now. Green now to the corner to Ingram. Ingram fakes, ups, and misses it. Tipped out of bounds by Brian Hamilton on the rebound. And it'll be Stampede basketball. So 2:05 to go. Stampede still with life. Down by 9. A 2 could cut it to 7 as Barrett drives in a foul and 1. The basket counts by Andre Barrett. And he by himself has scored the last 6 points. Andre Barrett will have a chance for a three-point play and to cut it to 6. Brad Jones upset with the call as Barrett misses. Costly miss with 2 minutes to go. Kruger gets it across to Hamilton, now to Davis. Kruger gets it back. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 1:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Kruger gets around the screen. Open three for Kruger, knocks it down. A huge three by Kevin Kruger gets it back out to a 10-point game. They say his toe was on the line. So a lace on the line for Kruger, 119 to 110. Barrett quickly answers with a pull-up three, and now back to a 6-point game. So just when you think the Utah Flash has put the nail in the coffin, the Idaho Stampede comes right back. Hard screen by Davis. And Hurdle goes to the ground behind the half-court line. Kruger made it to the basket, but it was knocked away and off of his leg. So now a chance for the Stampede to cut it to 4 or 3. Barrett into the lane, loses it behind his back. Behind the back pass to Orion Green. Orion Green up and good in transition. Now an 8-point game. Costly turnover there by Andre Barrett. Hard screen given to Hurdle out to Barrett in the corner. Pump fakes twice, can't shoot the defender. Taylor gets to the basket, misses the layup, a wide open layup, and he kept it short. And now Green, Hamilton back to Green, and he finishes. 10-point game. Some costly turnovers and missed layups by the Stampede, and it's back to a 10-point game. Andre Barrett got a screen by Dabbert. Dabbert and Ingram got tangled up, and a foul on Andre Ingram. And it will be Joe Dabbert. Dabbert averaging 14 points a game and just over 8 rebounds a game. Jordan Brady will check in for Brian Hamilton. Hamilton will most likely sit for the rest. 49 seconds to go. Brady getting some more PT. First free throw missed by Dabbert. And the missed free throws and, well, just fundamentals for the Idaho Stampede coming down the stretch has really cost them. It was a 6-point game. And now another missed free throw by Dabbert. Davis clears the rebound. Green gets it ahead to Ingram across the mid-court line. Gets it back to Kruger, almost stolen by Hurdle, but Kruger controls. 12 on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock. Flash lead at 123 to 113. Jordan Brady in the corner. Working, rejected by Dabbert. Rejected again by Dabbert. Hurdle quickly back the other way. Goes around Kruger. Up and layup good. 22 seconds to go. 8-point game. Let's see if Idaho decides to foul. Gets it inbounds to Ingram. Ingram across the midcourt line to Green. No foul coming, so the Stampede will take the loss. And the Utah Flash will win this one by the 8-point margin and will now have a 2-game lead over the Idaho Stampede. But with the victory for the Reno Bighorn tonight, it's now still a 1-point lead for the Utah Flash in the 8th spot of the playoffs. The Utah Flash with the 123 to 115 victory over the Idaho Stampede, but they will do this 2 more times, Friday and Saturday night here in the McKay Event Center. We'll be back in just a little bit with final stats and post-game wrap-up. You're watching, or you have been watching, NBA D-League action right here on NBA FutureCast.
It is time now for the Adidas